Hey PJs, well welcome back to another video. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe down below to become part of my PJ squad, which is always awesome. And as always, comment down below what you guys would like to see next, or if you just want to hop down there and say hello, I'll be answering as many comments as I can. And yes, I did that in one breath. But for today, I'm reviewing LunchandBox slimes. Their slimes look so unique and so cool. I definitely had to check them out, and they don't seem to restock very often, so I was lucky to get this. But anyways, they sent me this adorable extras little thing. I've never seen one of these before, but it is so cute. Inside the extras baggie, they sent me this adorable care card. Those colors look amazing together. And they also sent some activator in this little pouch. And they also sent some candy, and the one on the right is called a jelly straw. I've been wanting to try one of these forever. I did try it, and it is so good. But anyways, I purchased 4 8-ounce slimes. They all come in these clear screw top lid containers with their label on the top, the slime name on the side, and a little warning on the bottom. Starting off, we have Cereal Box Prize, which is a DIY clay slime, and the base of it is like an off-white, almost slay texture. It was slightly melted, and in fact, all of them were slightly melted, which you will see me activate them throughout the video, but it is summer, so I was definitely expecting that. And this one came with the most colorful array of sprinkles on the bottom. They look adorable, and the base, honestly, I think I would buy it if it was by itself because it felt so cool. Now, like I said, it was underactivated, and I didn't activate it until I added the clay because I didn't want it to mess anything up and I wouldn't be able to like stretch it, but the base itself was awesome. And of course, the clay piece for this one is a cereal box, and the blue part, which obviously is the bowl, and the black, which is a spoon, to me looks like a face. I don't know if anyone else sees it, but I keep seeing a face. But anyways, the cool thing about this one is that inside the cereal box you have more sprinkles to add to the slime, and then each one comes with a random charm. I don't really know if the Fruit Loops one counts as the charms, but I know that it also comes with like a random charm as the cereal box prize, and mine came with an adorable little snowman, which it just looks so cool, and I love the concept. The clay mixed in super easily, and I loved to see all the colors mixed together. I honestly didn't think that the color would change too much, but like all the colors from the cereal box actually changed the color and made beautiful swirls through it as I was mixing it, which looked really cool. Once the clay completely mixed, it became a beautiful purple-ish, pink-ish color. I don't really know how to describe this color, but it's very beautiful, and the texture becomes a dense clay, almost butter slime. I love whatever clay they used in this slime because it inflates and deflates super easily. Plus, no matter how much you inflate it, the base stays so dense. I love the versatility on this one. You can inflate it and deflate it. It could stay dense. Can become super puffy. There's just so much you could do with this one, and that's why I love this texture so much. The scent on this one is definitely different, of course. I was expecting just a regular cereal smell, but to me, this is going to be so specific again, but to me, it smells like a fall wallflower or candle. The dentist that I go to has like a particular smell to it. I don't know if it's like the wallflowers they use, but it just smells super cozy and warm, if that makes sense. And this one just reminds me of that smell. It just smells so warm and inviting, and there's really no other way to describe it. Kind of sweet, but it smells incredible, and I keep opening this one just to smell it. I love it. I adore everything about this one, so it gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. Next up, we have Paper Pulp, and if you guys follow LunchandBox, you know that this is like their signature slime, and you guys, I'm telling you, it is as good as it looks. So this slime is a hybrid between an icy and a snow fizz, which I've never tried before, but it feels so cool, and honestly, Paper Pulp is probably the best way to showcase what it feels like. Some of my only thoughts when playing with this one was how realistic it feels to Paper Pulp. Obviously, it's not as scratchy as Snow Fizz is, but the wetness that the icy brings to this feels like you're scrunching your hands through Paper Pulp, and it was so cool. I love the feel of this one and the weird way it inflates. It doesn't inflate like a normal Snow Fizz does. It's kind of thicker than that, but at the same time thinner. It's the weirdest experience I think I've ever had. So usually when snow fizzes inflate, they become sort of tacky, almost sticky, but with the icy slime in this, it doesn't do that at all. So it inflates without any repercussions, and I love that because I can enjoy the sizzles without it getting all stuck to my hands. I didn't really know what to expect with the scent, but to me it smells like really expensive men's cologne. And honestly, I'm glad it doesn't smell just like Paper Pulp because that'd be a little weird. Honestly, me and my weirdness probably would have enjoyed it, but I do like the scent on it because it's a very musky scent, and it I love dude scents. They smell so good. So the scent was amazing. I personally think everything about this slime is utter perfection. I could sit for a good month and not be able to come up with anything wrong with this one because of how much I enjoyed it, and I can without a doubt see why it's like their best seller because the texture is so unique. I love the scent on it. It just fits, and everything about this one is so amazing, and I honestly cannot find a single flaw in it. And I've always been a fan of weird themed slimes, so this one without a doubt fits in. And of course, I am rating it 5 out of 5 pajamas. And next up we have Clean Shave, which again is a weird themed slime, but I had to try this one because I've seen that it smells exactly and feels exactly like Clean Shave, and that is on point. Like, I'm a little freaked out about this one. So this is a pure white, I think, clay slime, and like the texture just amazes me. It is so good. But I did find these little yellow pieces in it. I'm not sure what they are. I did leave them in there, although I don't think it fits in here. I don't really know what it is, and I honestly don't really mind because I think it's little clay pieces. It honestly could have even been from the cereal milk slime, but there are quite a few in here. I just left them. They don't bother me as long as they're not hairs or dirt or something like that. So I just left it, and honestly, as a slime shop owner myself, keeping pure white slimes pure white is one of the most difficult tasks ever. I think everything about this one is just so spot on. First of all, the texture, it starts out like a silky, smooth, dense slime. Like you could run your fingers across it. It is that smooth. And then when you inflate it, it feels exactly like shave cream. When I was a little kid, I used to fake shave next to my dad in the bathroom, and it was one of my favorite things to do. And so I vividly remember what shave cream feels like, and this is on point. Like, I know they don't use shave cream in this, but I seriously want to know what the trick is because it is so realistic. plus the scent. Oh my goodness, it it smells exactly like the name. I don't know what the heck, what kind of sorcery they did to do this, but it was freaking me out because slimes that get a little too realistic I love, but at the same time I'll play with it. I'm like, how is this slime? Because of how spot on they got this. Also, this sizzles when it inflates. Absolutely incredible. They're so spot on. I don't even know. Like, okay, so if you guys have ever just like pushed out shave cream and let it sit, it becomes really sizzly and really airy, and this is exactly what this one did if I let it sit. It was so creepy. I am speechless. And on top of all that, it inflates like a goddess. It is so good. And the amount of deflation you can get within like 30 seconds, you can deflate it to like half its size, which I know a ton of people don't like deflating or don't like buying inflating slimes because deflating them sucks. And this one was so easy to deflate. I loved that. I am so thankful I was able to buy one of these. As soon as I finished buying everything, I went back on their site and this one was sold out. So I must have gotten one of the last ones, and I am so grateful because this one is one of my favorites. I'm playing with it now as I'm editing and I just can't keep my hands off of it. So this one gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. And lastly, we have Old Books Dust, which is also one of their best sellers, and it's a two-toned snow fizz slime that is based on old books. And again, it's just one of those weird ones that I just love. It also comes with a little gold flake that you get to put on top yourself, which I think makes it even more beautiful. And I love that little strip in the middle. It reminds me of old book pages. I think that's what they were going for. I don't know, but that's just what it looks like, and I think it looks amazing. Also, that blue color is beautiful. It's one of my favorite color shades of blue. It just looks so good. And one of the big reasons I got this one was because I was intrigued of what the scent would be, because it was described as like tobacco and leather and a few other things. So I'm attracted to weird scents because they smell so good to me, so I had to try this one. Once mixed, the color turns into kind of the color that you'd probably expect. It's blue with a hint of brown in it, and honestly, it looks beautiful. It reminds me of like the sky before it rains, and rain is just a mood. I love it so much, so you know I love this color already. The texture on this one is so unique, and the inflation is pretty much the opposite of the last one. I would say it inflates pretty easily, but the deflation takes quite some time. I think it might be because the base seems to be really thick, and the thicker the slime, the longer it takes to deflate, because the bubbles have to take longer to rise to the surface when it's a thick slime, if that makes sense. But I do personally like it this way because if you have a dense snow fizz, it doesn't leave any residue and it doesn't become tacky, which are the two main reasons I don't get snow fizz very often, and the reason I'm pretty scared to get them, because they just get so tacky to me, and residue is my worst enemy. It bothers me. But this one has no residue or tackiness whatsoever. Now the scent on this one wasn't what I was expecting, but to me it smells like the room that old books are kept in, like a dusty old study that people read in, you know, with like the old leather brown chairs and the fireplace and the tall windows looking outside, that kind of room. But I love it, and I do wish it was stronger. It also has the slightest hint of cucumber melon in it, which my boyfriend pointed out, and that's all I keep smelling now, but I think it smells great. And once again, I think this slime is perfect, so it gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. But with that, that is the end of the review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it because I sure did. I love these slimes so much. And I'll definitely have to buy more in the future because I am obsessed with these. I keep playing with them. If you're looking for really cool concept slimes that are high quality, I without a doubt recommend checking out the shop because these are so good. But anyways, let me know what you guys would like to see next. And with that, I am signing off. So I'll see you guys in the next one.